my name is Michael Pellegrino. I've been involved in what I would just call manual therapy, energy work as well, for about 15 years. And foremost, I would say yoga and meditation and contemplative practices.
I'm so vitally aware that, before all this coronavirus stuff came about, that anxiety and anxiety disorders were one of the most common mental illnesses in the US, and that impacted about 1 in 5 people already. And now we've got this really kind of big traumatic life event happening for the globe. And I think meditation is something that's really powerful, and I know that you're an expert in that. And how do you think meditation could help them?
Our species is off balance. So like all these pathologies, mental pathologies, psychological pathologies, are due to our increasingly getting further away from the sacred, from I think we all know that when we're not aligning with our heart, with the sacred, with spirit or God. I think we all intuitively know that. And I think that perhaps is maybe what creates anxiety, because we're restless. We don't know. It just comes through our nervous system, real unrest, not being in the present moment. I mean, anxiety is simply not being here now. We feel something's wrong, and a lot of us think that the future is going to fix it. I got to figure out what's wrong with me. I got to look outside, find someone to help me. I think the beauty of meditation is when we are able to just stop a second and recognize, oh yeah, nothing out there is going to really help me. I have to really look at what is this anxiety? Maybe not even analyze it. Like in mindfulness practices, they speak so much about just sitting with the feeling to whatever degree. I don't recommend that for everybody, just sitting with your emotions, because it can lead you into further chaos. Even taking a walk is meditation, right? Engaging in anything we love, sitting with a cup of tea, as many of us know, just feels good. So I think meditation is really anything that's just allowing us to be here.
And I'm curious if you have any specific advice for people who don't meditate at all in any way, or maybe don't even really understand that concept that you just shared. What would be your advice to them if they have this idea that they want to begin?
That's difficult because we're all in such different places as individuals. For some, it would just be like, just take 2 minutes in the middle of your day to just lay down on the floor and just notice your breathing, or just feel the body resting on the floor and how lovely that feels, and just be with that. I think foremost across the board, whether it's laying on your floor for 2 minutes or 5 minutes, or find another way would be just to find a spot that you love in your room. You probably already have somewhere, the spot you love to sit or have tea. Just give yourself that, and just be with yourself for 2 to 5 minutes, or be with this moment. Foremost, in whatever way meditation seems to be appropriate for you at this moment, the important part is thinking. Thinking isn't useful for being here. If there's a task that needs to be performed, or something you need to do, or make a list of important projects that have to be done, or thinking is very good. But for finding that inward stillness, I would call it that inward kindness. Meditation is really about just kindness, and allowing that just beauty and kindness just to unfold. And thinking can be counter to that. So I think foremost, whatever way meditation is is appropriate for you today. Like today, it might be walking, tomorrow might be laying on the floor or doing jewelry or whatever, some creative project. Foremost, it's just letting go of the constant noise in the head. That I think is the crucial, is the crucial part, is to just let go of thinking, whether you're sitting in a proper meditation spot or if you're walking, and just take note of the body, of what's around you, of the tea, how that tastes in your mouth, or coffee or chocolate, whatever, and not allow just get a little space from thinking.
If a person starts these practices of the walk or the lying on the floor, the being aware of the tea, how do you think they might be impacted?
The impact might appear very subtle or hardly anything. But I mean, even for people like that, it's just like you might notice just a deep breath coming. Just that moment that they just stopped for whatever, 2 seconds, just that deep breath. And feeling that, or that alone is affecting your nervous system. And what we're talking about really is the nervous system. The nervous system being in a place of ease and harmony. Then naturally you feel things are right. You feel like this is right. This moment's right. Whatever's happening in my life is right. So I think as you practice, that's where you will be led. When you take these moments, you'll be led more into just kind of moving along the topography of your life, the ups and downs, the difficult moments and the beauty and the time with family and the shit and everything. You're just moving through it with more ease. I think that's what you'll notice. Like, again, right away, it might be small. You just might notice that deep breath, and then the mind might start running away. And I mean, I've had years of anxiety. I had panic attacks. And for cases, for individuals that experience those challenging nervous system experiences, it might be harder. So it's just like just taking that deep breath every now and then, or just being here. You'll notice that deep breath happens by itself, and that's beautiful. And when you don't have to do anything, you're just stopping for a moment, looking at a hummingbird in front of your window. That's meditation. And you're just like, oh, take that deep breath, wells up, and you take it, and it subsides, and you just notice it. And I think that is the first little impact. And those things build till it's just like your whole day is just like that. It's just more ease. Well, the gem in the Yoga Sutras is, for me, the sutra that goes Sthira Sukham Asanam, the balance of effort and ease. And when we're balancing the effort, so like meditation, if you get into formal practice, there's a bit of effort to be still, to be a little quiet. So in that, and you balance that with just the ease of being here, being present, just watching, allowing, not judging, then that flow just happens.
Is there anything else you want to add that you think would be helpful to people?
No matter how challenged you are in your life right now and circumstances that are happening, that just finding those little moments of joy that just come up, and with everything, all the fear and the tragedy and the challenges and the uncertainty, just recognizing that, this experience of being born and having a body and being in a body right now is joyful at its root, at its most intimately. This is joy. That's it.